bukannya kita ambil kulit, tak. Dia dah mati.
Tak, korang kena buka lagi. Lepas tu Google buka pasport. Saya cuba Google buka. Ini tikus yang dipotong. Tapi, buaya tu kalau ambil satu, congkak gigi pun boleh.
Ecology is the study of interactions between organisms and their environment. One important ecological function is carbon sequestration, where plants absorb and store carbon, helping to reduce climate change impacts. In addition, herbarium plays a crucial role in ecology by preserving plant specimens for identification, research, and biodiversity records. Other than that, zoology museums really important for environmental history through preserved specimens which serve as vital teaching tools for students. This study was conducted at University Pendidikan Sultan Idris UPSI to expose students to real ecological practices through a carbon stock experiment and herbarium laboratory work. Next, the objective for this study is to estimate carbon stock from selected vegetation samples. Second, to understand the role of plants in carbon sequestration within the ecosystem. Third, to learn basic herbarium techniques, specimen handling, and plant identification. Fourth, to identify plant specimens by checking herbarium specimen based on scientific names, collection location, and related records. Fifth, to gain exposure to the zoology museum at UPSI by observing preserved animal specimens. And the last one is to understand the role of zoology museum collections in animal classification, biodiversity studies, and ecological education. Now, for our safety, during a field trip in a conservation forest, we must always follow our lecturers and guides' instructions and stay with our group. Next, we should wear suitable clothes and comfortable shoes for safety. Other than that, we must stay on the marked path and not touch or disturb plants and animals. It is important to drink enough water and tell the lecturer if we feel unwell. Lastly, we should not litter and must respect the forest to help protect the environment.
Hello guys, my name is Siti Noana Antika and I want to talk about methodology of carbon stock estimation. During our first biology field trip, we learned about carbon stock estimation, which refer to the amount of carbon stored in a plant, especially in trees. Trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and store in their biomass, so measuring carbon stock helps us understand the role of forests in reducing climate change. Before we starting the activity, our conductor will explain the methodology, including what we need to do in the field, how to take measurement, and how to record the data correctly. After the briefing, we started by finding a suitable sampling area. Once the area was selected, we marked out a 5 by 5 meter plot using a measuring tape. Next, to measure the trees. During the measurement, we actually measured the circumference of the tree trunk using a measuring tape at the breeze height, which is about 1.3 meter above the ground. This value was later used to calculate diameter at the breeze height or DBH. The tree height was estimated visually based on a field observation. Throughout this field work, we were able to gain hands-on experiments in measuring carbon stock and a better understanding the importance of trees in storing carbon and maintaining environmental balance.
Hello everyone, my name is Alia Tasha. So in this part of the video, I will explain the herbarium study method that conducted during our BIO330 field trip at University Pendidikan Sultan Idris. So in this video document, the herbarium study carried out as part of the BIO330 field trip. And one of the main purpose of the activity was to expose students to herbarium technique, proper specimen handling, and the importance of systematic plant documentation in biological study. The herbarium study was conducted in the laboratory under controlled conditions. Students were first introduced to the concept of a herbarium, which is a collection of preserved plant specimens that used for scientific study and plant identification. We were guided on proper handling technique to prevent damage to the specimen, such as handling them carefully and maintaining their original arrangement. In addition, students were shown how specimens are systematically stored in the cabinet and locker to protect them from environmental factors like moisture, light, and pests.
Hi, my name is Nadia Farna binti Didi. Herbarium specimen examination. Each herbarium specimen was examined to understand the standard information recorded for scientific documentation. Students observed the scientific name of the specimen for accurate taxonomy identification. The collection, location, and date were also noted to provide information on the geographical origin and time for collection. In addition, the collector's name and accession number were examined, as these details allow proper cataloging, tracing, and referencing of the specimens within the herbarium system. In conclusion, through this herbarium study, students gain practical knowledge of specimen handling, storage, and documentation. This experience highlights the importance of herbaria in botanical research, plant identification, and biodiversity conservation.
Hi, my name is Alisha Shazrin. Zoology is the branch of biology that studies animals and their diversity. It helps us understand how animals are structured, how they survive, and how they interact with their environment. Through zoology, scientists gain knowledge that supports conservation, education, and ecological balance. In zoological museums and laboratories, animals are preserved as specimens for long-term study. These specimens are classified into two main types: wet specimens and dry specimens. Wet specimens are preserved in liquid such as formalin or alcohol. This method keeps soft tissues and internal organs intact. Examples include fish, frog, snake, and other small animals stored in glass containers. Dry specimens are preserved without liquid. They are prepared by drying, pinning, and mounting. These specimens are used to study external features like wings, shells, bones, and body shape. Examples include insect, animal skeletons, shells, and stuffed animals.
Hello, hi. My name is Nimumaki bin Zainuddin and I'm from AA4AS1204C. The carbon stock estimation highlights the importance of vegetation in ecosystem service, particularly in a regulated atmospheric carbon level. The herbarium study supported this field work by ensuring accurate plant identification and reinforcing the importance of proper biodiversity documentation, which is crucial for reliable biomass estimation. The visit to the Zoology Museum complemented these activities by enhancing our understanding of animal diversity, classification, and adaptation. Although not directly involved in carbon measurement, animals play as an indirect role in ecosystem functioning through interactions such as seed dispersal and population regulation, which influence vegetation structure and carbon storage. Overall, these activities provide a comprehensive learning experience that integrates ecology, botany, and zoology through field work, museum observation, and laboratory-based study.
So, in conclusion, this ecological study successfully integrated carbon stock estimation, plant diversity, herbarium laboratory work, and zoology museum. The study enhanced our understanding of ecosystem functions, plant identification, the importance of proper ecological documentation, also conservation by preserving animal specimens such as skeleton, stuffed animal, tissue sample to teach about biodiversity. This field study has increased our ecological awareness and emphasized the role of UPSI as a center for environmental education and sustainability.